ranking the top 10 best luxury brands of 2023. Now, listen, as per Forbes, we got an article here, the most popular luxury brands online in 2023. They state in this article that luxury goods have had a good year. They've been having a good year since the lockdown started, to be frank. Good years, might I add. But as of June 2023, the stocks, and that is spelled STOXX, Europe Luxury 10 Index, has risen by 22.81%. After reaching an all-time high in April, this surge comes as China's economy begins to recover, reopening after 3 long years of lockdowns due to the, you know what. In a historical milestone, LVMH, Moet Hennessy, Louis Vuitton, the world's biggest luxury conglomerate, became Europe's most valuable company ever, with its market cap exceeding 500 billion with a B dollars. Now, so according to this data, the Lux Digital released its ranking of the world's most popular luxury brands online. That is Lux Digital, L-U-X-E, digital, spelled as digital. And Lux uses Deloitte's top luxury goods companies list and Forbes' most valuable brands list as a starting point. And then they add Google Trends data, which is employed to measure online search interest for each brand. So they're using several criteria. This is their standard. This is how they kind of get to the end selection and like who is the top and second, third, all the way down to the 10th spot. Similar web and rival IQ data are also used to assess web traffic and social media engagement, further influencing the ranking. So they're also going to see how often certain hashtags are used, ads, brand names, logos, and what have you. So now let's begin with number 10. The 10th spot. By the way, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today and get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, superdacob, all spelled together there as well for extra perks. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week and you're all welcome to join. Hi to my co-chatters. Are you ready for number 10? Who do you think is in the 10th position? Number 10 is Burberry. Of all the luxury brands, granted, they keep talking luxe. So is there a luxury if it's just L-U-X-E instead of L-U-X-U-R-Y? Anyway, Burberry made it to the top 10. Go figure. Now, they're talking about, you know, a shift in the artistic direction for Burberry. They're going to, you know, now they have a new artistic director. You know, Tishy has left the building. And what's his name? Daniel Dude came to save the day, Daniel Lee. We're going to see how that turns out. But they're saying here in the article that Burberry is undergoing a refresh to appeal to a new generation of consumers by emphasizing not just British tradition, but also modern luxury aesthetics. You know, for me, Burberry's claim to fame is a little bit like with Louis Vuitton. The monogram canvas is Louis's claim to fame. Burberry's claim to fame is their, you know, tartan patterned beige, black, red, white trench coat and that particular tartan pattern. So if they're going to revamp it completely and delete that, then they're going to kind of delete their heritage as well. So I do wonder how they're going to play with it. I have seen their new logo. The new logo is a bit much for me, but, you know, they're playing heavily with tradition there. So let's see how that goes. And they're saying that Burberry is expanding its leather goods and shoes portfolio, aiming to make accessories more than half of its sales. I mean, that's a statement because Burberry is known for their trench coat. A digital pioneer, the brand received the inaugural Metaverse World and Gaming Experience Award in December 2022 due to its non-fungible token launches and a collaboration with the popular video game Minecraft. Yeah, Burberry and Minecraft. And like all these brands, they're emphasizing sustainability. I would be very cautious there because, you know, a lot of these brands do a lot of greenwashing. I don't know if it's the case with Burberry, but just take it with a pinch of salt when these brands tell you, oh yeah, sustainability. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion, however. Guess who is number 9? 9th position on this particular list is Versace. Yeah, Versace. Michael Kors' Versace. Now, however, Michael Kors isn't Michael Kors anymore. Did you know that? Actually, the company is called Capri. And Capri, then Michael Kors Group, acquired Versace, the brand, back in 2018. And now Versace seems to be booming. Founded in 1978 by Gianni Versace, Versace cements its spot in the top 10 most popular luxury brands in 2023. It leaped 10 positions in 2021. So, isn't that interesting? It says here that young consumers have popularized Versace through high-profile fashion events and celebrity endorsements, offering a range from haute couture to home furnishings. Versace aims to increase its accessories revenues to 50% over time. Interesting how we're seeing, again, note accessories. We've just heard that from Burberry, that they're aiming towards really expanding all of most of their earnings in the accessories department. Versace is trying to do the same. It's like these brands are realizing clothes isn't really selling as much. Let's push accessories as much as we can. Small leather goods, bags, what have you. It also plans to enhance. So basically, it's planning to increase its accessories revenues by 50%, which is a lot. And it also plans to enhance its e-commerce capabilities to broaden its global reach, selling products through its own boutiques, e-commerce platforms, multi-brand retailers, and e-retailers. Number 8. Who do you think is in the 8th position on this list, you guys? Tyler says, I see it. They had that really popular platform shoe. You see them everywhere in clubs in LA and New York City. They definitely are big with youth of today, says Tyler in the chats. Tyler says, is Bottega number 8? Kuro says Celine. Jesus says Balenciaga. Blue Bannisters wins because Blue Bannister said Tiffany. Tiffany is number 8. And with that, we have an LVMH entry in this top 10 list. LVMH owns Tiffany. And in fact, American jewelry company Tiffany, purchased in 2021 by French luxury giant LVMH, dropped 1 spot in popularity this year. So they used to be number 7. Now they kind of slided down 1 slot to number 8, apparently. They are said to be expanding their product range, appealing to younger, more affluent consumers, and revamping its retail stores following LVMH's acquisition of the company. The vice presidents Alexandre Arnault revitalized the brand with successful collaborations and a high-profile ad campaign featuring Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Highlight events of the year also included unveiling a 200-carat Tiffany diamond necklace at the Met Gala, appointing K-pop star Jimin as a global ambassador, and reopening its flagship store in New York City. Interesting how LVMH is really, really pushing, you know, like Beyonce, Jay-Z, Pharrell at Louis Vuitton. I mean, like Virgil Abloh used to be the head of Louis, the artistic director of Louis Vuitton. So there's this entire kind of pop scene, music, pop culture, very rooted in America, but Black culture in America in particular. And this is what Bernard Arnault seems to be aiming towards, or whoever in his company advised him to go. He's pushing very much that direction, and possibly for the first time ever in history that the major luxury houses, mostly under LVMH, are really targeting the Black audience. And I do believe that they're thinking, well, we haven't milked them dry just yet. That's a whole niche A whole new world opens up and we can earn a ton of money if we cater more to this population. And this is really interesting because they are really, really, really pushing it like to the extremes. Their marketing of LVMH is extremely oriented in that direction. I wonder for how long. Number 7. Who do you think is number 7? Shani says they want our money. They want all of your money, for sure. Let me tell you. Number 7. Oshdi says Chanel. Jesus says Van Cleef Arpels. Gucci says the Higginbotham. No, you're all wrong, y'all. It's Prada. Prada. Prada is number 7. It's family owned and it moved up to 7th place in 2023. So it was a little bit lower down. So it's kind of doing better this year. With website traffic growing an impressive 49% year over year. Prada's online shift has attracted young, affluent consumers, and its use of new technology such as blockchain and NFTs is enhancing the customer experience. The launch of sustainable product lines like Eternal Gold jewelry and Prada Paradox perfume demonstrates Prada's commitment to sustainability. Oh, cha. Get my merch at www.superdacob.com. The water does help. Oh, we just watched the Prada Male Spring-Summer 2024 collection, and what happened there? They used a ton of slime on their runway. How is that sustainable? It's literally liquid plastic. Unless you did something that I don't know, Prada. Was that slime biodegradable? Are you going to feed it to the cows after the show is over? Like, what gives, girl? Don't, you know, this is good for me. They're all greenwashing, just my opinion. But I don't like when a brand really kind of pushes that sustainability factor. Fashion is not sustainable, you guys. We can really just drop it. Let it go. As Elsa would say, let it go and just be honest about it. You want money. It ain't cute anymore. It isn't cute anymore when these brands try to sell you super expensive clothes by telling, and they're selling them to you by telling you we're sustainable. Sure. So anyway, NFTs and sustainability, whatever. Girl, bah. Number 6. Who do you think is number 6? Yeah, Zara, just drop it, girl, right? I know, Kev. Who is spending fine jewelry money on Prada? Like, we'll go. Christopher's like, yes, they could preach. Just saying, just drop it. It ain't cute anymore. Do you remember that episode of And Just Like That? No, not just that, girl. Absolutely fabulous. When there was the PR awards ceremony and Adina went with Patsy. She sat at the table with Naomi Campbell. Anyway, and she's like saying, you know, everything was about back then. It was also about like saving the orphans of the world or something. It was something really like fake like that. And she called them all out. You know, she's like, stop being so depressed, people. We're all so depressed. Make fashion beautiful again. Make it fun again. I'm sick and tired of listening to all of this. Like, no, when we do this, when we do that, because let's face it, fashion is not about doing the right thing. I'm sorry. To all the climate activists out there, hey, I hear ya and I feel ya, but fashion is not about playing it safe. It's not about playing it sustainable. It's not about limiting. Fashion is about being limitless. We're not talking style here. We're talking fashion, okay? And you unalive fashion if you push those buttons of limiting it here, limiting it there, cutting off this, cutting down that, turning this into that because of sustainability here, green there, duck there, bup there, boop there, duck there, duck there. Fashion is done. There's nothing left. So you got to make a choice. Either you stop it or you drop it. Got it? All right, moving on. Number 6. Fendi, Dior, Gucci. No. Rolex. Y'all, of all the brands, yeah, Rolex is number 6. Rolex, maintaining its 6th position in 2023, they remain the most sought-after luxury watch brand online and the largest luxury watch brand globally. This stability is attributed to the ongoing appeal of its core collections. Dominating global luxury watch market with remarkable 31% of shares. I could not care less. I really don't care about watches. I'm taking one for the team here. If you like a watch, shout out to your family. Moving on to number 5. Okay, who's 5th? Now it starts getting a little bit more interesting. Yeah, let's not talk about Rolex because like my viewers are going to fall asleep. Like, girl, let's move to number 5. Who is number 5? Okay, iStorm says Gucci. Kuro says Gucci. Shani says Fendi. Nanzi says Fendi. Okay, we got 2 Gucci's, 2 Fendis. Christopher says Gucci. Really? Dior says Debbie. Okay, well, none of you are right. N says Gucci. D about the Gucci. Saint Laurent says Carla. No. Fendi says MMM. No, you're all wrong. It's Hermes. Cling, 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 cling. I got a little Champ d'Ancre here in an extra large model. Hermes is number 5. Hermes is number 5. Kuro's like, no way. Shani's like, gasps. Mon Dieu. Hermes is number 5, retaining its 5th position, which it had already last year. Ranking of the most popular luxury brands online, Hermes saw a 33% increase in website traffic year over year, famous for timeless classics like the Birkin. Hermes enjoys high desirability and a strong presence in the second-hand market. The brand adopts a conservative approach to its distribution. No shit, Sherlock. Boy, we really needed this article to tell us that. Expanding its product range available on its website, blah, 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 with a market capitalization surpassing 200 billion euro, which equals $218 billion in April 2023. Hermes is now the world's 2nd most valuable luxury brand. 2nd most valuable luxury brand. Huh. One doth wonder, who shall done been the first? But position number 4. Who do you think is in number 4? Who's the 4th on this list? Jesus is like, you're trying to tell me Chanel makes more? Like I said at the beginning of this video, this particular list takes in accountability a lot of factors, you know, popularity, marketing, social media presence, earnings, money as well. Sure. So, who is number 4? Dior, Chanel, Louis, Dior, Chanel, Gucci or Balenciaga, Louis, Chanel, Dior, Linda, Louis. Well, it's Louis Vuitton. A little monogram brand that could is number 4. So this is the 2nd, I believe, on this list thus far, LVMH brand that made the list, Tiffany being one of them, and now we got Louis Vuitton. The French luxury house holds its 4th position in Lux's 2023 ranking despite a decline in online sales. Decline in online search interest. Sorry, not sales. Despite the decline in online search interest from 15% in 2020 to 9% in 2023. That's almost half. So there's way less people looking for, apparently, allegedly, for Louis Vuitton online than they used to back in 2019. Isn't that interesting? The brand still boasts the largest website traffic volume in 2023 with an average of 16.5 million visitors per month. That's insane. If I had that many viewers on my channel, honey, we would be live streaming from a mansion right now. But alas, the mansion belongs to Bernard Arnault. So far, so good, Bernard, right? Anyway, known for reinventing its iconic product lines and collaborating with artists, Louis Vuitton celebrated its rich history with the immersive Louis Vuitton Dream exhibition in Paris. The brand continues to hold sway in China and ranks among the top 10 most valuable European brands. Recent appointments of Pietro Beccari as CEO and hip-hop artiste Pharrell Williams as creative director of menswear are expected to boost the brand's online popularity. We'll see about that when we review the show. The first show by Pharrell Williams Men, spring, summer 2024. Number 3. Who is the third on this list? Put your votes in now, chat. We'll go, Tyler. Zara Justina says, I'm not so sure about the direction of Louis Vuitton sticking to the oldies but goodies. I mean, that's what they should be doing, but they're not really doing that. Oshidi says Chanel. Icestorm says Dior, Goop, Dior, Gucci, Chanel, Dior, Chanel, DH Gate. It's Chanel. You guessed it. Most people, I mean, there's not many left, right? So Chanel it is. Telfar says Kev. It's Chanel. Chanel is number 3, maintaining its third position, so it's been keeping it since a while now. The 2023 ranking of the most popular luxury brands online, Chanel, the French fashion house, saw 26% growth in website traffic despite its traditional resistance to online sales. Could you imagine people are still obsessed with the Chanel website even though they can't buy anything on the website pertaining to bags and clothing? You can buy perfumes, you can buy sunglasses, you can buy skincare, you can buy makeup, but you can't buy the clothes, you can't buy the SLGs, you can't buy accessories, minus sunglasses and eyewear, you can't buy baglets, and yet people are still obsessed with the website. The brand is globally recognized for its iconic products, particularly the classic flap bag and fragrances like Chanel No. 5. Duh. The company's growth is supported by a growing number of younger consumers with hot American actor... I can't even read this without laughing. Hot American actor? Timothy Chalamet? Chalamet not. Because, honey... Listen, I don't know what's wrong with this world, but okay, to each their own. But just Timothy does not wiggle the pickle for me. So anyway, Chanel gained significant exposure dressing numerous celebrities at the 2023 Met Gala and opening its largest boutique at famed Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. Check out the review of my unboxing of an exclusive pair of sunglasses from the Rodeo Drive opening, also on my channel now. The brand remains privately held by Alain and Gérard Vetteimer, grandsons of Coco Chanel's early business partner, Pierre Vetteimer. Number 2. Oh, Tyler says, I think Chalamet not is hot, but I like pale guys that look like they're unaliving. All right. Yeah, no, okay. So anyway, number 2. Gucci, Dior, Fendi. It's Gucci. Gucci is number 2. Now, Gucci, the Italian fashion house, dropped to second place in 2023 after years of holding the top spot. They have been at the top of the world when Alessandro Michele was the artistic director of Gucci. But since Alessandro was left to go, they dropped. And they keep dropping, apparently. Despite a decline in online search interest from 22.34% in 2019 to 13.4% in 2023, the brand still performs well digitally, with a 13% growth in website traffic from 2022 to 2023. A subsidiary of Kering, Gucci continues its metaverse exploration in collaboration with Yuga Labs despite changes in leadership. In April 2023, the company launched its first by-appointment only ultra-luxury boutique in Los Angeles. Yes, you heard it. Gucci is also playing the Chanel game of VIP boutiques. However, they are stating that this is by appointment only, their ultra-luxury boutique. It doesn't mean that you can't make an appointment, because apparently with the Chanel version of the VIP stores, like, they have to invite you. You cannot invite yourself. By appointment only is slightly different, because that means that you can actually contact them and say, hey, I got the dinero, you got the ten, you do, can I come back? They let you come back, you drop a nickel, and you get a shenickel. So that's that. Number 1. Who is number 1? Christopher says, I do love me some Gucci. There you go. Jesus says Dior. Hiromi says Christian Dior. Corey K says Fendi. Why is everybody pushing this Fendi, you guys? Fendi ain't gonna happen. Forget it. Don't try to make Fendi happen. It's not going to happen. Ever. Sorry. It's Dior. You guessed it. It's Dior. Dior is number 1. Christian Dior, topping Lux Digital's annual ranking for the first time, is Christian Dior, marking a steady climb from number 7 in 2019. A key member of LVMH's luxury empire. Yes, you heard it. LVMH is Tiffany. Number 8, 7, 8, 9. LVMH is Louis Vuitton. Also made it to the list. And LVMH is Dior. Made it number 1 on the list. A key member of LVMH's luxury empire, the Paris-based company has demonstrated a forward-thinking approach, such as exploring the metaverse and venturing into new markets. It's strengthened its customer engagement through directly operated stores, e-commerce, live streaming, and a strong social media presence, including in China. Its first European luxury brand show in India also gained extensive attention. In 2023, Dior's website traffic grew by 48% compared to the previous year. Its growth driven by popularity of its iconic handbags and perfumes and its premium skincare line. Premium skincare line, honey, the packaging is really atrocious, just my humble opinion. That's why I know I'm that superficial. I'm not buying their skincare because I don't like the packaging. Sorry, just at a certain point, listen. If I wanted really good quality skincare, I'm just going to go to the doctor, get a prescription medication for my skin, buy it at the pharmacy. It doesn't have to look fancy. It's not gonna. Okay, but if I'm going in the luxury field, you know those creamlets ain't the real deal up to a certain point. So you buy something that also pleases the eye. Just saying. Just my opinion only, not rooted in any truths or facts. So that was the top 10, y'all. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you not agree? This is for like online presence, how much they're searched and researched online, how much traffic their website gets, how many people are talking about them on social media, hashtagging them. And so all of these criteria factor into this particular list. Do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? Who would be your top 10? Let me know down below. And until next time, subscribe and thumb up the video. Love you loads. Bye.